Now you want to cut open your bag of beads. I'm pouring mine into a lid from a vitamin C container. A lid from a spice jar works nicely too. You want to double your thread on your needle and knot the bottom. Starting from the left side, you want to come up about 2 or 3 millimeters from the far edge. So you're going to kind of stick your needle kind of up in between the edges of the fabric on the bottom. Couple of millimeters from the edge. And you want to try to embed your knot as best you can in between the folds of the fabric on the top and the fabric on the bottom, and press it under some of the satin stitching if you can, just to hide the knot. And then with your needle, you want to pick up one of your beads, slide it down the thread, and then close to where you came into the fabric, you want to come up from the bottom almost a bead's width away from where you came up originally, and pull the thread so that the bead sits upright. So it should look like this. Now you want to go back down into the fabric. I'm just going straight through like this, in somewhat clumsy fashion. And then I'm going to come back through the first bead like this. And I'm going to pick up the second bead. Remember, we're alternating between black and white. Some people pick up 2 or 3 beads at a time here. I like to go one by one. And then now that I have the second bead on here, I'm going to go back down into the fabric, pull my thread tight, and then I'm going to shove the needle underneath the satin stitching and come up over here by bead number 1. And then I'm going to press my needle through the first bead hole and the second bead hole. Come out like that. And then I'm going to add my next bead, which, as we're alternating, will be another white bead. Again, I'm going down into the fabric with my needle, like so. Pushing the needle under the satin stitch over towards, to the left towards the second bead. And then I'm coming up through the second bead of the black bead, going through the hole of the second bead, through the hole of the third bead, pulling the thread through. And then I'm adding the fourth bead. And I'm going to do that until I get all the way to the very end, where I will pull through the last bead and then I will knot it. That bead got twisted. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish this off camera, and then I will show you how to tie off the end.